Hello and a very warm welcome back to the Andrew Eborn Show. It is a delightful day, a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, even is what I say. And the reason I would say that is we are joined yet again by Elizabeth. And last time you were here, Elizabeth, you were telling me about your glorious uncle, Fred Rogers, who did that wonderful TV series. He was portrayed by Tom Hanks. And we learned all about that in that glorious way. And we've been looking beneath the kimono, haven't we? Been looking beneath the kimono and finding out about you. And you talked about some of the treasured possessions that you have with the Beatles. And it started a wonderful story in this cliffhanger way about 6 strands of John Lennon's hair. And as soon as you mentioned that, you froze and connection disappeared so you could rush off and get it. Talk us through it, Elizabeth. What have you got? What have you got there? Tell me about it.
John Lennon's hair
That
is in there. I don't know. 6 lovely strands. Do you see them?
I can absolutely see them. So tell me the story. This is where we just about left it. You were saying how on earth you managed to get hold of those and where they came from. And wasn't John missing them? Who plucked them from him?
It was a gentleman. Let's see. It was given to, I'm Mark E. Matney. I'm a high school teacher and warrant that this lock of hair was given to me by my friend Jane Bevans in 1992. He acquired it directly from John Lennon with the help of his uncle, who was the manager of Red Rock Amphitheater in Denver, Colorado, where the Beatles played on August 26, 1964. After the concert, James Bevans was introduced to the Beatles by his uncle. Bevans asked John Lennon for a lock of his hair. Lennon cut a lock of his own hair and gave it to Bevans. Years later, Bevans in 92, a photojournalist, was preparing for a lengthy trip overseas. Being a close friend, he had taught me photography and also darkroom techniques. I purchased his darkroom equipment. He gave me a collection of videos and asked me if I would like to have a lock of John Lennon's hair. Knowing I was a big Beatles enthusiast, I gladly accepted. He related how he had personally met John Lennon and how he acquired the hair directly. And then everything is like documented. And so, yes, I have some of Johnny Lennon's hair.
That is, and how did you get it? So that's the history of John Lennon donating his hair. And we could do a little bit of DNA in the same way as they did in Jurassic Park. And we could have a whole field of John Lennon, strawberry fields forever, with lots of John Lennons running around. That would be amazing.
You know what? There's only one Johnny, only one. But that'd be awesome to have like a field full of Johnny.
Wouldn't that work? You know,
yeah.
I think in principle, Jurassic Park, it could be a documentary, and we could get Fred Rogers to introduce it. That would be superb. We can bring him back as well. I think this could be superb. So tell me, Elizabeth, how did you get that?
I've been dealing on eBay for years. I know people know me. I have private dealers that I deal with. Even whenever I go to antique flea markets, people will come up to me with Beatles things constantly.
And we love that. And you're going to take us on what we drip fed. This is what I love about this cliffhanger moment. You talked about your 6 strands, which gave you just enough time to go and pluck it from your collection, which I love. And we're going to go with you on many, many occasions. We're going to have a little drip feed of your prized possessions. And you can take us on some of these flea markets. When's the next one?
Well, first, cheers.
Oh, cheers. Your good health. Your very good health. Adam's Ale I've got here.
Okay, remember how I told you about the second state?
I did.
Well, yeah. Okay, wait. Oh, God. This is the third state. And let's see. Let's see if we can get it close. That would be the original first state, but the peel was put on top of it. This peel down here, the yesterday and today peel. This peel, which is 100%, came off of there. There's the stereo record. And there's the letter from Capitol. But I had that framed. Everything I get framed is always, always museum quality. I got to treat my boys right, you know? But this is the third state. Now here's the second state. And you can see this. Oh, God, I hope I don't drop it.
Don't drop it. Last thing we want to do, we don't want to see live on air. You dropped it. It's worth $30,000.
No, not that one. No, no, no. A real first state does.
A real one. Okay. What's that? Was that not real?
Well, that was a first state that was covered, so it's not a first state anymore. It's a second state.
I see. And we talked about that last time. The importance of getting some professional peelers.
Now, see, this one is not peeled. Now, how do you know this is a second state?
Oh, I don't know. Tell me. I'm going to ask an expert. I'm going to ask Elizabeth. How do I know it's a second state?
Well, if you look real close, right here, and it's so difficult to see. Do you see the black from Ringo's turtleneck on the butcher? It shows through. His black turtleneck shows up right here. And that's how you can tell it's the second state.
Wow.
You've got to look really hard, but it's right there. Oh, I don't know if you can see it.
It's quite difficult, but I saw a wonderful close-up of your ring as well, which is fantastic. Those must be superb. So where did you get those two from? Where did you get it? Oh, here's another one.
This is my George. It's a 1964 signature in red ink with a little X says, "Mwah, love you, George." And this is actually, it's been certificate of authenticity, and it's stuck, and it's stuck. I can't get it out. But who did it? Is it Space? Something like that. Anyways, it's good.
Oh, it's superb. But tell me, Elizabeth, there's a wonderful animal barking in the background. What's that?
The neighbor's dog.
Oh, it's the neighbor's dog. It's not your one. what sort of a dog is it?
I have cats. I have two cats.
Ah,
Bella and Notegi.
So what are they called?
Bella.
Bella and Notegi. What a lovely name. Where did that come from?
Bella is after Bella Lugosi.
Of course.
And Motegi is after Motegi rims that go on a car.
Oh, fantastic.
My daughter.
In a future episode, just to keep the viewers happy, in a future episode, we'll get to meet both of them as well. I think this is absolutely so. Give us a little taste.
Bella.
Oh, you're going to meet them now. You're spoiling our viewers. It's got to be good.
Hold on, Mo's here.
Here we are. We're gonna grab them. Okay, let's have a look. It's all happening live here on the Andrew Eborn Show. We spoil it. We don't just give you John Lennon's. Oh, look at that. And which one's this one? Is this Bella?
This is Mo.
Hello, Mo.
Hello, Mo.
Hello, Mo. Oh, Mo's lovely. How old's Mo?
Mm, Mo is, oh, he's over 10.
That's quite
He
a
was a
large.
feral cat. My daughter found him. It was a rainy, stormy night, thundering and lightning like the Dickens. And she went to check on her car, and there was baby Mo, right beside the Motegi rims.
Aha, that's the reason why Mo was named taking shelter.
Oh, where do you want to go?
And how long have you had Mo?
I'm sorry?
How long have you had Mo?
Over 10 years. I'm trying to think. He might be 12.
Ah,
And then Bella looks exactly like him, except for he's the same like silvery tabby, and Mo's got this like weird little smile. I mean, he's like this all the time.
oh,
But
wonderful.
he's a happy kitty.
Oh, there we are. That's what we want. Is that Mo?
Yes, action shot.
Oh, we
Yeah.
love it. Beautifully done to screen. What a joy. Oh, fantastic. Well, we'll have to meet Bella next time, but I'll tell you what, in the next exciting episode, we're going to get you back, Elizabeth. I absolutely adore this. We find every time you come on the show something new. So we found out about Mr. Rogers, and we loved all of that. Fantastic your relationship there. And Tom Hanks we brought in as well. And this time with John Lennon and the 6 hairs. I wonder why it was 6, because in a lock, you would normally have a bit more. Do you reckon they sold a few of these locks around? Do you reckon there's a few of them around?
Oh, I mean, if you imagine if Johnny cut his hair, he probably cut like that much.
Okay.
I'm guessing. Maybe that much of his hair. I'm guesstimating, right? How much is 6 strands of hair in like a quarter to a half of an inch in width? That's a
Yeah.
lot of hairs. And then I figure he cut it into 3s.
So if somebody else has got a similar framed thing, we could reunite those 3s and we could have our field of
Oh
John
my
Lennons.
God. We
Wouldn't that
could
be
actually,
amazing?
we could run our fingers through it. Oh my God, that would be awesome.
I think it is such a joy. Well, Elizabeth, it is such a joy catching up as always. We will get you back. I want to go and have a look at your flea markets. I think that'd be wonderful. We're going to get some of the wonderful authors that you know around the world. We're going to get Jean d'Amour, which is a wonderful name. I've been reading up about him. So we'll get him on a future show. But for now, Elizabeth, thank you so much for being my guest. It's been an absolute delight.
Oh, I just adore you and I believe in you. And Octopus TV is going to take over the world. And I mean, I'd vote for you for Prime Minister, no doubt.
Well, that's incredibly kind.
We should start a campaign.
Well, if anybody can start a campaign, Elizabeth is the person. We're going to leave you. I will appoint you as my campaign manager. We'll work. I'll stand for something, or if I stand for nothing, it's got to be good. It's going to be well worth it. But in this election year, especially in the States, we'll get you back. We'll talk about that as well. But for now, Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.
Oh, you're lovely. Toodles, ta, stay safe. Bye.
So glorious. Thank you so much for joining me, Elizabeth. And thank you so much for joining me as well. What a fascinating insight into all sorts of things from Fred Rogers. How extraordinary. And Tom Hanks. Do check out that movie. Absolutely fascinating era of television and how talking and engaging with people of all different ages in a sensible and adult way is a great way of communicating. And I think that's really, really powerful. Do check that out. The Tom Hanks movie is superb. Also, collecting Beatles memorabilia, the fascinating story of those 6 strands of hair from John Lennon. And I can guarantee, and I think you probably know, there's a lot more to come. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to Octopus TV, at Octopus TV, at Andrew Eborn, for more of the same. Don't forget to follow, share, tweet, stalk, whatever you fancy. But for now, I've been Andrew Eborn. You've been great. Thank you once again. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.